Oh!
Holy moly, that was a different one.
How's it going, everybody?
Fantastic. How
Hey,
you all doing?
Let me see that chest.
Ooh, that's insured. That's insured. My survival.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Say something. Let the audience.
Mm.
Make
Yes.
some noise while you're showing that.
Comment below.
I heard it was hot in Texas, but I didn't know it was this hot.
Mm-hmm. Scorching.
Got a whole lot hotter as soon as he got there.
That's what woke the cicadas up.
Whoa!
That's what it was.
Cicada taking
hearing
over
that sound?
everything.
The cicadas are out.
You know
They're
who's
out.
loving it? The
Here.
birds. The birds
Yeah,
are
think
loving
about
it.
it.
Birds do love it.
Like, so they're dangerous because they,
So dangerous.
they're like one of the what is it? They're one of the plagues, right?
What is?
No, you're thinking like you're thinking
Yeah,
locusts.
yeah.
I think you're thinking locusts.
I'm thinking locusts.
Because they're a lot different. Locusts will attack you. So cicadas don't actually bite or anything. They're
Can you eat
just
them?
super loud, and they just eat up leaves and stuff. And then they the scary thing about them is they shed constantly, and when they shed like a whole body. So when you're moving a rock or moving something around your yard, you're like, oh, what the fuck? And you look at it, it's just a shell, but it looks fucking like whole, and it's looking at you.
Creepy.
Creepy as fuck. But at night, you can hear them through the trees just going.
What do they sound like?
Going off like
Electricity?
crazy. They sound almost like
Give me a try. Mimic it.
like
Try it.
a high pitched cricket.
Hold on.
Like-
Try it.
sound-
Go. John, hold on. Go, David. Go.
I can't do it. You know what it sounds a little bit more close like? It actually sounds a little close to like a
That's pretty good, John.
like a rattle like a rattlesnake rattle,
Yeah.
like a short little rattle.
But
Kinda what it sounds like.
so this year it's double, right? You're getting like double the trouble, or
Well, here I had it a couple years ago. It was the craziest. This year it doesn't seem to be bad as last year, but there's an outbreak right now in the U.S. of some that were in hibernation for 18 years, and another or hatching after 18 years, and another group of them, a whole other breed of them, hatching after 13 years. But they're landing on the same year right now. So in all these other states, a little bit northern of us, they're going to go off. A lot of people aren't used to being around them. It's going to freak a lot of people out. It's going to be weird.
Oh, it's gonna be a movie.
But they do say they're very healthy to eat.
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, there has to be
They
something.
said if Americans came around towards it, it could be something we could actually use
You'll
as
eat the bugs
sustenance
and like
during
it.
those certain years.
Holy
Yeah, they say
smokes.
they taste good too.
John, you will have bugs and you will like it.
Tastes good. Doesn't mean it's good for you.
Isn't that, remember, John?
Well,
You
why
were
wouldn't
saying
it be
that
good for
thing?
you?
It
Well,
could be
they
good.
saying some things in bugs. They have a certain like a chemical that we're not used to it, so it's kind of becomes like almost like a toxic type.
Mhm.
It's very like getting like minimal doses. of it.
Toxic creature.
Like
Yeah.
after a while, all that fucking things your body can't process.
Well, I'm sure it's like fishing like with mercury.
The blowfish. So you had to cut it just
You know
right.
what I mean,
or
just
else?
after too much of it,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not so good for you.
I saw this thing like that. Even they don't want you to cook with aluminum foil anymore.
Yeah, I was hearing that too.
I've always thought that was something odd with that, but I'm so used to it, I just do it.
yeah, my wife's
I'm with you, David.
really
Yeah.
particular about that. And, yeah, it's almost like
It's like obviously a bad idea, but you do it anyway.
well, I mean, they don't want to use gas stoves anymore. You know, it's like it's been 100 years, and now it's like, oh, gas stoves are bad now. So it's like, how are you gonna chill that one out?
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, my
funny
wife-
the people that are saying, "Hey, don't use gas stoves," are the ones using gas stoves. Like in the 4th of July pictures, they're like trying to cook the burger.
cooking a burger with cheese on it.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
I
David-
love my gas barbecue. It's fucking badass.
yeah, you know, we gotta take it back to ancient times, right?
Ancient.
Long ago. How long ago? How long ago? We don't know. Right? Because that's disputed. I brought up some numbers in our last episode, and you're like, arguable.
Yep.
Arguable.
It is arguable.
Arguable.
It is. But like you were saying that like the food, like eating those bugs would be bad for you, or like there's like some. I mean, the fast food we eat nowadays is like terrible for us.
Yeah. No, it'd probably be just as comparable if you're worried about any chemicals in it, like you were saying, John. But
Yeah, just
it's
pack it
like
in there.
what would be worse, McDonald's or that?
I'm always wondering
Like
what
health-wise?
what would happen like if you really like okay, there wasn't no penicillin, but like back then they were eating like fresh fruit and
Yeah,
fresh
true.
all this everything. So it's kind of interesting how now we eat all this garbage, but we have kind of like, oh, we built these things so you could still live longer and shit like that.
You know what I do hate when we eat all this garbage now is how long it takes to get it. You ever go through a drive-through and right when you end up paying and then right after you get to the second window and you're about to grab your food, they're like, "Hey, sir, can you drive around towards the front?"
Oh, I
And we'll
hate
come
that.
out there in a little bit.
McDonald's does that all the time.
You ever had that happen to you?
Yeah, that's a busy location you guys are going to. Which ones
Yeah,
you guys
well,
going to?
it's not even
Busy
just McDonald's. It's just I've had numerous fast restaurants. I did look up online kind of why that happens, and it's a timing thing because they'll get dinged by their managers or by the corporate locations if they're spending too much time with as a customer, so they bring you out.
that's where
So the timers above them don't fucking sense your car and stuff, so they want you to move ahead. Well, it's fucked me over a few times, and I've been out there, and I'm like, nobody's ever came out, and I had to go in there. You get your food, it's cold, or they rush towards it. They did this to me the other day, and I told this girl through the line at like McDonald's, and she goes, "Oh, here, what drink did you order again?" I was like, "I didn't order a drink." She's like, "Okay, well, you ordered 2 Big Macs." I go, "No, I ordered this." So she's just getting everything wrong.
First mistake.
Yeah, so this is the first thing, and then this what really grinds my gears. And then and then her manager comes over. He's like, "Sir, can you please just come up? We'll bring your meal out." Blah blah. I go, "No, she didn't." I go, "She didn't even know my meal." He goes, "No. You got the Big Mac and you got the 20-piece nuggets." I was like, "No, I didn't." I was like, "I'm staying right here." I'm staying right here. He's like, "Sir, I'm just gonna ask you again if you." I go, "No, I'm staying right here until you get my food." And it was the freshest fucking McDonald's food I've ever had.
There it is. McDonald made it in the back. He was like, "Hey, okay, you know what he's saying?"
Yeah, but that is a American problem.
Yeah.
So I'll give it that too.
Okay, cicadas are insects that eat plant foods from young twigs and roots throughout their lives.
So they're
but it depends on the stage of development. See, I mean,
it says they don't feed off of these.
Feed on plant roots.
They feed on plant roots. Okay.
And it's digestive.
That makes sense because they go they go underground.
And you make a good protein paste out of that. Dip it in bread. You know, you have a good protein. Put some dates in it. Put it in a blender. Drink it after you work out. Unheard of kind of nutritional bio availability of this stuff.
So if you guys want, I'll save a bunch of them. The next time I go to California, I'll bring some of these out with me.
There's a whole pillowcase full.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, sir, you can't transport these. You can't.
Back on the fast food thing, dude. I had the same thing happen. I went to.
You had one of these to eat when you were traveling?
No, I went to, KFC. There's a KFC over here by the Home Depot, and I went there. And then same thing. Go to the window. I'm like, "Oh, can you pull around?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, he didn't give me my receipt. I'm thinking it's starting off bad already. So then I wait there. I'm waiting. It's like 20 minutes. One guy walks out like, "Oh, I'll get you just in just a minute." And then I wait. And then now it's like 30 minutes. I'm getting pissed.
Oh, yeah.
So I go in there and then they're like, "Oh, same thing. What did you order?" I'm like, "You don't even have my order." So then I tell them everything I ordered.
Oh, they just.
All we have is crunchy right now. Do you want original? Or I'm like, "I want an original, but just give me the crunchy right now. I just want to go, dude. I've been here too long." So then they give me that and like, "Oh, and here's an extra mashed potato." I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks."
There you go.
I get home,
mashed potato.
no fucking gravy.
What?
No gravy. So I'm like, I'm never going back to you.
Eat that dry shit.
I even called the number.
And he did.
I called the number on the receipt to like complain, all angry, and then I was like, I'm like halfway through the complaint. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I just hung up and like, but yeah, I haven't gone back since. I'm like, it just makes you so mad, dude.
Neighborhood's best.
Did you say fuck Biden right after that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's an election year. We're gonna hear things.
They're like tax is not doing the tax.
This wouldn't have happened under Trump.
It never
what came with the gravy.
KFC wouldn't be failing.
It
wouldn't be failing.
See, that would have been great. You know, GameStop would be doing awesome.
You know what? It's my error to speculate if these businesses are doing well or failing, because I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, man, I don't think Chili's is doing all that good. And he looked me right in the eye, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't understand."
And he was working there.
Because Chili's is doing very well.
Yeah, but no, I heard that they're trying to cut Subway right now too.
That's a Texas company.
Closing.
Chili's.
Yes, Subways are closing, and Quiznos are pretty much all gone now too.
Yeah.
I was hearing it was kind of like the GameStop thing where they had like the people who had the stock are trying to bring the stock out. They get inside the company and kind of tear the company down within, and this kind of like everyone profits off of it who's a part of their little gang. But yeah, I heard it. They're calling it the sandwich wars now because it's like, all right, they already took out the.
Well, I go to Jersey Mike's a lot.
Yeah, I heard that.
I like Jersey.
They're involved in it too. They're gonna get
Jersey Mike's is good. It's the closest thing to feeling like you actually have a real deli sandwich through a chain. Yeah, is what I think.
But I heard Jersey Mike's like they're getting messed with over this shit too. So it's like
I could see that. Yeah.
With the stock market, there's a bunch of weird shit where like people found a way to destroy businesses and make money off of it. You know, you're making money off the downfall of the whole business, and it's like,
oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, that's what happened with the whole GameStop thing. You know?
Yeah, you buy and short sell.
Yeah, but there's short selling
you buy in
that
as
they
like
don't have.
You buy the debt of a company, you absorb it, and slowly sort of take them out.
You use the debt to buy the company.
That's something that Mitt Romney, I remember when he was running for president, they brought that up about that guy, that he was part of some capital firm that was doing that in the 80s.
Yeah, Mitt Romney was a sneaky fellow. But all these politicians make a.
Mitt Romney took our freaking Toys R Us.
They're really good with stock. See, John
Toys R Us. Remember walking there? Remember walking through Toys R Us?
I remember walking into Toys R Us. I remember when I would buy a game there, and you buy take a little slip, out,
get a little.
And you just go up there.
Yeah.
No, everything's behind glass.
I also remember Toys R Us being like the rich kids' place.
Yeah, we went to KB Toy stores.
yeah. I very rarely got to go into Toys R Us as a little kid.
I only went to get games.
Oh yeah, well there was a couple of them. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
Or you go to LA and get a Spider-Man toy or like X People, and it's like knockoff X-Men. Like.
Yeah, we would just go to Swap Meet and stuff like that.
Yeah, so Swap Meet. So my grandma would go to the thrift shop and she'd buy like the big medley of toys in a plastic bag.
Oh yeah.
Where it just had like a random ones. You didn't kind of know what you're gonna get.
Variety pack. You get the variety pack.
What about you got an early game console like Sega Genesis or?
Oh yeah, that was the best moments of my year.
Which one did you have? Which one did you have?
I remember Sega was like huge. That was the first one that was like such a big out.
Here's the question.
You had Atari.
And you had an Atari. Okay, well here's the question.
We bought all those later. Like
we had them later, and we had a Nintendo in the house. But it like when they bought it for us, the first major console I remember.
Where'd you buy games? Where'd you buy games when you had that?
Game Dude was a big place.
Okay, you went to Game Dude. You didn't go to Toys R Us.
No, KB Toy Stores.
KB Toys.
Right. Yeah, KB Toys. Yeah, in the mall.
KB Toys.
Yeah,
I remember.
So I would go to KB Toys all the time.
Right behind the worker.
KB Toys. Wow.
Because I worked at Blockbuster that was right next door. Also, one that I grew up in, like in a little town called Sunland, Tahunga. There was a Blockbuster.
Ooh, shout out.
And then there was a baby toy store right next door, and it was one of my.
We're your neighbors too.
Jobs on paper I got, and I would just send my whole check. Now those places are gone.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard of talks of certain Toys R Us is opening back up.
I've heard that too, like pop-ups, but you know.
Yeah, they're doing like a little bit. You know what I heard today is that Netflix is building like almost like a mall, but for like an immersive experience where you'll be able to do shopping, but everything's kind of like built up around their shows. Like Stranger Things is the big thing they're going to have about it. But other shows that they do too, there's going to be different things like throughout the mall. They go.
That'll be huge.
They got to make more physical places.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I was hearing something.
Not VR though, right? Not VR is you have to.
They may be like a section for VR, but I don't think that's what it's supposed to be about. I think I think it's. I'm trying to look it up right now, but I think what they're supposed to have is like when you go to like a Van Gogh museum, visual like immersive like that is what it sounds like. Plus they're probably going to have some theme furniture and things like that around too. But let me see.
Because there's this mall which is like made like it's actually like a fake mall, and you could like people rent it out. They'll put like trampolines in there, and I think that's somewhere out in Texas too.
Okay, so it says Netflix to open massive entertainment, dining, and shopping complexes in 2 cities in 2025.
Wow.
Your
Oh yes.
city ain't
So
it?
some of the themes are Bridgerton, Strange Things, and Stranger Things, and Squid Games. Oh, so it looks like it's gonna be in Philadelphia, and also out here in Dallas. It's gonna be a 100,000 square feet.
Damn.
So that's something to look forward to.
Well, there you go. Netflix is getting into real estate.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Netflix in real estate.
Companies going back to brick and mortar. Yeah, because I was hearing something. I don't know if you talked about this on a past episode or something, but I was hearing that like kids, like when we were kids, it'd be like David playing Game Boy, and then 10 of us all around him while he's playing.
Oh,
just
yeah.
waiting for it. But we were watching the whole damn time. And then it was like, all right, we got Sega, or I mean Nintendo. We got 2 controllers. Bam, we're playing together.
Yep.
Then like Xbox came out. We all had like Xboxes where 5 of us are all playing controllers all together. But what I heard is like a mother was saying, yeah, my son's sad because all the games that come out now, it's for him just on his console by himself, and his friend has to get it at his house with his console. Like the kids are separate now; they don't all group in at one house.
Oh yeah. It's true.
So it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, you got yours, you got mine. I'll call you and then we'll play. But you
Because
never
they're
have.
not physically hanging out with each other.
Yeah, you're not chilling with their homies. You know, and I think that that's something you need. You need your wolf pack. You know, that's how you get your boys going.
Well,
They
you
also
can
say
come over here. By the way.
molestation has gone down
John?
40% because of that.
Or has it gone up and just no one's talking about it?
Yeah, nobody's talking about it. It's not gonna be dude.
Wow. Yeah, but so the cicadas and screw fast food if they make you wait.
Yeah, that and that ancient culture, right? Pre-fast food, I guess at this point.
You mean like cooking a dinner and sitting down
That's
together?
right. That's right.
Community, a family.
John, how you doing over there?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
It's because I'm getting immense. Like I kind of, it's funny when you start watching the show, and then now, like when I sit
Now
back,
you're part of it.
I keep forgetting that I'm like, oh hey, let me say something here. Like
Yeah.
I'll just watch you guys. Like oh shit.
So you're saying we're doing good. We're keeping you entertained.
Are you
Yeah.
not entertained?
No, the thing is, it's like I also started thinking about like from how we've gotten started to how like better and better we're getting with like, oh hey, we need to get this. Hey, let's
evolving.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Well, you're breaking the fourth wall right now.
Yeah,
That's what
you're
you're
right.
doing.
This
You
is
know
honest.
what? You know what? Well, talking about the fourth wall right here. What, John? So you're still living off the grid in that tent?
I
yeah,
know.
don't tell anybody where I'm at.
What
I'm
are you
using
running
like a
from?
private I'm using like a private Wi-Fi server out here with generators.
It's on the
The
land.
VPN on everything, and just like
So damn it,
Just,
Elon
yeah.
Musk.
Mining some Bitcoin. There's a lot of Bitcoin out here. Yeah.
But you know what? You know, it reminds me of the allegory on the cave, right? That old Plato thing where it's like people are down in a cave, it's all dark and they can't see, and there's a fire, and they're getting images of a shadow projected against the wall.
The first
And it
TV.
looks like something, like it looks like a show or something. And then one guy or several people, whatever, climb up out of there, decide to leave. And they're like, oh, the sunlight hurts my eyes. We've been down there for so long. Let's go back down. And one stays up. And he starts to say, guys, you wouldn't believe there's a whole other world up there. Whole other world up there, John. If only you would believe.
if only you would believe.
If only you would believe.
So here's something DJ told me when we went to
You know
a
what I do
festival.
believe in? Cicadas.
But when we thought we were gonna get lost because we're out in the forest, fucking partying up, and there's all these places you could walk around. And it's common sense, but you kind of don't realize it, especially when you part it out. He was just saying, if you get lost and you're in the dark, you don't know where the fuck you're going, just follow the music. Just follow the music. John, just follow the music, bro.
follow the music.
Well, follow the music, everybody. All right, everybody.
And your heart.
All right, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.
Broke the fourth wall. You don't fucking do that again, dude.
fucking
You don't
do
fucking
that.
do that.
John, one more.
John looks like a gangster right now.
John. One more time.
That's it.
One more time, John.
Your contract's up for review.
Let's just say. I can't even talk about it. Let's
It
just
was
say
so good.
your
It was
contract's
so
over.
good.